Welcome back to Gomer Games. This is Game On, Part 5. We are building a leisure and tourist area with a casino strip and some hotels, some parks, and some other areas. Did some landscaping since the last video here. Filled in this landscaping around this hotel, filled out some parking lots here. Did some more landscaping through here, and just kind of evened it out and spruced it up a little bit. We do have a lot to do in this video, so let's get started here. I am first dynamic resolution. I'm going to reset that to 100, which doesn't make it look, it changes the resolution, reduces it, but it allows the picture to scroll a little bit better, so I prefer to do that, and then I'll turn it back up for screenshots and stuff like that. Okay, we've got a lot to do today, so what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is I was noticing that these parking roads here should not be these narrow alleyways. They should match the other parking lots over here at the mall, over here at the hotel, and in this parking lot here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and replace these. Clear plain road there. I think that just looks a lot better. And then we're going to leave this front section here, because this is one way. And I think we're just going to leave it in there, not to mention it fits under this little enclosure here better as a single lane road, so we're going to leave that like that. But I think that looks much better as the plain roads versus having those regular roads running through there. Second thing we're going to do is, after a little bit of consideration here, I got to thinking really not going to have, it really wouldn't make any sense to have the fire station and the police station right here. This is the main strip. You have all the casinos and hotels here. That really wouldn't make any sense. So what we're going to do, we are going to redo this whole area. Won't take very long, but station and a fire station there, because that just doesn't really make any sense. We'll get rid of all these bushes here. And it looks like I have some other trees in there too. I guess I had some hidden trees in there. Okay, so get rid of all these. There we go. So now what we're going to do, originally had this, I think this Club Anastasia maybe? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that also. Because it found another casino fit in this area right here, and I got another idea for that area, so we're going to get rid of Anastasia there. Alright, we'll go ahead and repaint that. Go ahead and fill in the rest of this with concrete, even though we really won't need it, but we'll go ahead and fill it in anyway, just to make it look proper there. Yeah, okay. So this building I downloaded, I actually had it for quite a while, and I just realized that I had it, and it fits proper. It fits really nice right here, and I'm imagining that this area here was maybe remodeled, renovated from old factories or warehouses through here. Even this music hall here looks like something that was earlier it was built as another use, and it was converted into the music hall. So I imagine and this casino here matches that vibe. It has that look. So we're gonna go ahead and move this. So leave that concrete on, and we're gonna go ahead and put it match it right up to the grass there. Now, one thing with these longer assets like this, the center point, if you get out of the center, it disappears because of the way it's designed in the editor. So if you have anything that's a long bridge or a long building, obviously, or any other structure like that, that's what happens if you zoom in too close and you get away from the center. The building actually disappears, but it's still there. But we can live with that. The next thing we're going to do here, this looks like it has. That might actually. No, I thought it was a parking garage, but it's not. So we may put a slip parking garage in there. But I also found these oddly shaped buildings. I guess it's one building right here that I absolutely love. I love the way it's shaped. Um, I think it just works for the area. I think that just works. I mean, we'll move it here in a minute to get it off the road, but I think that just works for the area there. So we'll grab this. I should say these two, and pull them right down there. And then I don't know if we could slip a garage in there or not. With the smallest fucking garage we have. No, it's still too big. Not to mention it wouldn't fit in there that way anyway. So we'll probably have to just settle. We'll have to settle for some ground parking that I'll put in later. Yeah, I'll put it in at a later date. Oh, and by the way, I did not have any comments on this area through here, what this grass strip is for. Like I said, I left a hint that I think it's something that Las Vegas does not have, but I think it could use it on its strip. I think it would be a cool addition. But there was no takers on that, so we'll put that in here in a minute, and everybody will see what we're talking about here. There we go. And I want to move this over just to make that so it's one building. Yeah. Very nice. And then yeah, the two of those could be separate, that's fine. But just make that one building there. I think that looks pretty good there. Alright, so I did take that Club Anastasia out, so we're going to leave that out for right now. I think we're going to make this kind of a club area through here, because we do have a number of them. Let's see here, yeah. So we have, looks like the Cheetah 80s Nightclub, and then the Club Alpha. It's not Anastasia, it's Alpha. And then, okay, and then the Club, okay, so that's the Club Alpha, okay. Alright, so we have the 80s, and then the Anastasia, and the 2000s nightclub, and the 90s nightclub. So we have 4 of them to put in here. So we'll get those in here. So I'm thinking. actually thinking this will fit in here like this. Well, maybe not. Because that looks like that's the front, so that is the way it was positioned on the road, but I just, from the shape of it. Let's see here. Yeah, that kind of works. I like that. Because it'll be facing all these other ones. So then we put the 80s nightclub. Actually, we might put that over here. Nah. Yeah, this one's pretty big here, so. Yeah, I'm thinking that'll fit there. And then I don't think we're going to be able to fit all of these in here. So we may just have to do the, yeah, we may just have to do the Anastasia here. Or whatever this one is. Yeah, this is Anastasia. We have to do that one. Even though there's almost enough room. Almost enough room here. Put that like that. And then we could just make this a parking lot here. Because I don't think the, okay, yeah, it's the 80s. I don't think the 80s one will actually fit in here. Yeah, I mean, I do want these to be functional, even though there's a lot of this stuff that I've changed. It doesn't really look too bad, actually. Nah, I don't really like that. We'll just leave that as a parking lot. I guess we'll leave the 80s out for now, and then we may have to come back to that. We'll put in a parking lot later. Okay, so now to get to, don't worry, we're still going to put in a Mr. Project towards the end here, but right now we are going to fill this huge concrete place in here. And this is going to be another casino. And what I was thinking about was there's a couple casinos in Las Vegas I used as inspiration for this. And so we're going to use a building that I downloaded. The building, it looks like a circus tent, even though it's a structure itself. We'll put it in there. You just move it, turn it at almost a 45-degree angle, a little bit. And there we go. Just that, yeah. Some clipping going on right here. I think that works fine there. It's not really even, but I'm more looking at the distance between this point and the road and this point in the road more than I am concerned about actual distance. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab another building here, which is, let's just see what that one is. Cinema building. And it almost matches the shape of the back side of this building. So we'll pop it down, use move it to kind of move it into place. It's a little bit out of place there, but putting that right in there, it looks like that will fit in there. So I think that just that complements that, and then that also complements the pyramid shape, which is prominent at the airport. Uh, which, if you haven't seen any of the airport videos, I recommend you can watch those. There's a bunch of pyramid shapes and different crystal towers over there, and there's a bunch of odd-shaped building over there. Kind of matches that mystique or structures, those structures over there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now imagine this would be like the casino floor, and then maybe this would be like a shopping area, maybe like a inner second floor here. I imagine this pyramid being hollow, um, with like a ring of shops around the inside, maybe even two, maybe even 3 stories, with each ring getting smaller and smaller, obviously, and shops all the way down or something like that is what I imagine. And then there's a building here that I'm going to use. This would just be the shops and the casino itself. We have another building here that I'm going to use. See if we can locate that. Give me just a second here. Oh, right here. I think this building here matches perfectly with the style. It kind of matches this one here, and it matches everything else. But this would be the actual rooms, which I know it's a little bit larger than the rest of them, but you'll see where I'm going here in a minute with the whole look. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this building, convert it into a PO, and that takes away the requirements for the road. So what I'm thinking is to move this over on this side. And to lock that right into place. Just like that. Maybe we'll try to get that gray out of the middle there. No, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That clips a little bit there. But I think from a distance point of view, I think that's better like that. Um, yeah. And, but I think looking at it, backing away, looking at it, I think that's excellent. You have rooms facing the falls, and then facing the harbor district out there, and then maybe these are even suites on the ends. So maybe they're facing the other falls and the airport or something like that. Alright, so here's the attraction for these. We've got a circus tent there, so we need some attractions to draw people in. So what I'm thinking is we will do a mini amusement park. And we're going to do coasters. This is Six Flags Batman, the ride roller coaster. And none of these work in the sense that there's no animation with them or anything, or at least not that I've been able to get it to work. So I'm just going to turn it into a PO object, which is what I want, because I just want it for the aesthetics. And then I'm going to get it connected to the pyramid, which is exactly what I was wanting to do. It's exactly the reason why I chose this pyramid, is because of the coloring and the texture. It fits this almost perfectly. Just like that. And then you have the strut going right down into the side there. I think that works fine there. I think that's good. And then, so we need some more things through here. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this one here, do the same thing, convert it into a PO. We're going to run this right here, right into the middle. So now we have two roller coasters. Thinking we'll go ahead and take, we're going to use the dirt road here just so I can see where I'm going. We go up. Go this way. And cut over. Well, let's see here. Yeah, try to make this as parallel to this road as possible. It needs to be, yeah, as perpendicular to that as possible. Okay, so that works. So what we need more attractions. Come as you're driving down this road. You need to see more, because you don't see that roller coaster until you get past this building. And then you see the roller coaster peeking up, and then you get a hint of this one also. So you kind of know that there's more back there, which is the idea. Kind of know that there's a little bit more back there. So what we'll do is we will grab a Ferris wheel, and we'll put that right here. And then maybe a, yeah, the pendulum ride. That right here. And I forget what they call this. Drop tower. Yeah, I was going to say gravity drop, but yeah, drop tower. I'm thinking either here or I put it there. People are going to see me back there. Because the Ferris wheel is going to catch their eye over here. And then, you know, they'll see the pendulum ride moving. And we'll go through in detail all this, probably off camera, because this will take forever to go through and plant put planters in and all these plaza decals and all that type of stuff. We'll put all that in. Alright, so I think that'll work there. So I think we're going to go ahead and leave the gravity drop back there. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And then what I'm thinking, maybe in this corner, actually, why do we have this open? Maybe we back this road up to here. And then we'll go back. Really don't like those parking spaces on that corner though. But we'll leave it. I may change it when I'm decaling. And change that a little bit. But we'll leave it for now. I may change the orientation of this. I really didn't want any parking spaces off of this main road here. But we'll look at it and see what we can do. But yeah, I think that'll work because that kind of balances the area there. You have that pyramid there, which will draw you more that way. Then you have a pyramid over here. You just got all sorts of stuff going on, which is Vegas. If anybody's ever been to the Vegas Strip, that's the idea, is to draw your eyes from one place to another. And then of course we'll do some landscaping or maybe even a parking garage. Maybe we can do that small parking garage right here. Yeah, probably not. Maybe. But do that small parking garage here to offset that gas station right there. Put that there. And we'll leave a sidewalk there. That's about right. And then we should, yeah, I think that one's the only entrance there, so you get in that way. And yeah, I think that works. We may switch this around a little bit, but we'll leave that. But I think that works there, and that offsets people walking around doing the roller coasters and the gravity drop and everything. They don't have to look at that gas station. I think the side of the parking garage, maybe with some trees right here, I think that looks a lot better than having looking at the gas station. So, and then we'll add in a couple more things here. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe teacup ride. And then, of course, you have to have a merry-go-round. That's almost a necessity. So maybe do that right there in that corner. There we go. I think that looks pretty good there. Just like that. Obviously, we're going to change this road here in a minute. And I think we'll just pretty much leave it at that, and then we'll put in fencing and decoration and everything. Maybe even, yeah, we'll put some grass areas in, that type of stuff. To put that. Oh, one thing I was wanting to do, I was wanting to put decoration. Thinking this obelisk, and then what I was wanting to do was to take a prop here. Oh, I know what it's doing now. Okay, just a second. Okay, there we go. Now, it has to do with the shortcut keys are the same. So whenever I turn the propping anarchy on, it activates the POs. So I have to kind of fiddle with it to work right. Alright, so that squared, that, exact. I think that's fairly close. Yeah, I think that's fairly close. I think that looks good. Actually, I need to offset it just a little bit. Then maybe even drop it towards the intersection just a little bit. There we go. That's more along the. Like I said, this is kind of imitating Vegas, so they want your eyes to go everywhere. Alright, we're at 32 minutes, so let's put in the mystery project here that I really think is missing from Vegas. And what I think is missing is a cable car, or you'd say like a skylift or something like that. I think right down the middle of Vegas Strip, I think you would get a lot of business, a lot of people riding it. Can you imagine going down the middle of Vegas Strip over the top of all the traffic, looking at all the sights, all the casinos and everything on a cable car? I think it would be wildly popular. Not doing it down the center of the strip. Doing it on off to the side on this particular one, just mainly because it's kind of a short trip. Uh, it's not like to scale what the Vegas Strip is. I don't know how long that is. I think it's like a mile, a couple miles or something like that. But I think that would be great. So I'm putting that in here. I'm going to put this down here. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky. Because I have to go in and this, which can be difficult. Give me just a second here. Has to be right there. And then back that away. And I knew this was going to be the biggest problem because I did actually test this, which goes, I normally do not normally just kind of come up with the idea and just do it. But I did actually test this just to make sure that it would work. Obviously, there's a lot of detailing I need to do in here with planners and get rid of this. I do. Did I delete that? I sure did. But let me bring it back. Yeah, okay, thank God, okay. I was going to say it took a while to get that. Go in there. I want to delete this grass right here. Parking. And then I'll probably need to move it down a little bit. Either that or delete this one, or maybe I'll just move this one down. And I know there's parking spots on this main road, which is not what I was wanting, but kind of have to deal with what I got here. So, okay. A little bit. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do here to put in the lifts. I'm thinking, yeah, put these in right here. So page up. Take them all the way up until they change to a solid pole. Then drop it down. And then what I'm thinking is, when I originally did this, I just brought it all the way down. But I'm thinking I'm going to put a post in here. A halfway point. Just because I think that makes more sense. Go back through and detail this later, but I just think that makes more sense. Actually, we'll do it this way. And yeah. And yeah. So then we'll take this out. Yeah, take this one out. This one out. That, okay, so that. That didn't work out quite how I meant. So then we need to move this node over just a tad bit till that shows up. There we go. So then we will concrete this, and let's see here. Yeah, concrete. Actually, it looks like we'll add this strip back in. Oh, we can't do that because of that. Yeah. Well, okay, that's a bummer. That's okay, so maybe we'll just grab this and copy it and put it in right there. Move it just slightly. Yeah, that works. It's a little bit off, but once you zoom out, you won't really be able to tell that much. Go. Alright, so that's the first leg done, minus some detailing. Yeah, minus some detailing there with the brushes and stuff. Alright, so the second leg here. That there. And I think that works out pretty good. Alright. So now we have our cable cars running. So I guess you could be staying at this hotel here, this casino, jump on a cable car and go all the way down here to this park. Of course, you could use the monorails also, but that's the idea, is to give your citizens, your tourists, the absolute most options as far as public transportation, so they can get around a little bit more. And then we're going to turn this into kind of a park. We're going to do some different landscaping and everything, kind of what we did here, without the parking spaces, obviously. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, we'll put in a parking lot here. Matter of fact, we can probably just do that with these. We will need a 4 left, and then a 4 right. So it's done there. There's not enough room to put another set of stalls in there, so we're just going to extend that out. I have a very generous parking lot there. And I think that's good there. I think we're good there. Like I said, we're going to do some landscaping here with put in some curbs around these trees and do a little bit of a walkway or maybe a fountain or something in there for that area there. But we have that, and then obviously we'll go in and do some landscaping with the amusement park area here. Switch this to the gray down roads. And then obviously all we want is service vehicles on these roads. There. So we want to go ahead and ban all traffic, and then we want to add back trash and EMS vehicles, police, fire, ambulance, and deaf care. And we want to add that to all those. Okay. So they can access that. There we go. That looks pretty good. I think the only other thing that we're going to do here, just to finish up, take a look at my pictures on Instagram. I'm posting the final shots of this area on Instagram. You'll see some of the other ones on there already. I think I'm going to go ahead and post, or go ahead and pop down this building here. Where did it go? Where did it go? Not that one. This one kind of has the old warehouse factory, kind of like a mill type of thing that you'd see next to a river that maybe they've converted into lofts or something like that. Something in that, and then maybe, well, maybe 2 of these. Does that work? Will that like that? Brought in. Yeah, I think that works. I think we may just leave that like that. And then I'll do some landscaping and maybe some fencing up so that way they can, not going to fall off the edge there. They could get back here to clean the dumpsters and do some parking and everything. So I think we'll do that. And then the other thing that I was wanting to do was this concrete spot over here is download a unique building. I think it's from Denmark, Amsterdam. It's from Amsterdam, and it's a building that has been constructed on a crane infrastructure, and it's a lengthy building. In real life, it's just like this. It's really detailed, and this is exactly what it looks like. And what it is, it's constructed on. I'll show you over here in the harbor. It's constructed on this part of the crane, this little H part right here. Obviously, that one was longer because the crane has a lengthier route. Instead of the whole thing moving, it moves across that. But that's what it's built on, and it's no longer being used, so they built condos and apartments on there. And I just love it. Fits nicely in this area, and I think it's an excellent look for the area. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to leave this one here, and it's a really detailed unit too, or a really detailed asset. I'm going to go ahead and make it parallel to the shore and not the road. And then I think what we're going to do is when I go through and detail this, we're going to put in parking beneath the each one of these areas here. So there'll be 2 sets of parking under there with maybe like would be 3 or be 3 stalls. I think that would be 3 tiles, so it's multiple stalls there. But yeah, I think that works perfectly there. So I think we're going to do that all the way down there. Well, maybe not because of the clipping here. Maybe we'll just go bring that out to what would be the sidewalk. Still have a little bit of clipping. So maybe we'll just do 2. We might just do two there, but we'll do that. And then to wrap things up here today, what we're going to do: police station and the fire station. So we need to put those back in someplace for this area, so we can give some coverage. And the only thing that would be, and have to figure out something. But I want to get rid of all this because we're going to put the fire station and the police station. Yeah, there. Thing. Okay, we're going to leave that right there. I go ahead and put this road back in. Okay, and I think that is actually, yeah, the other direction, so switch that around. Okay, so that's back. And then we'll take the small 2-way road here. And then we'll go ahead and put the fire station in. And we use that tall fire station I should click on police. We use the tall fire station. We use this one. No, we use this one. We used this one last time, and I really didn't. And more and more I looked at it, I really don't like it. I want something a little smaller. So I think we're going to use this one here. Well, if I can get this to turn around. So what we'll need to do is move this, which creates some clipping issues, but yeah, I kind of like that one for this area. And then the police station, I think the one we used, I think works fine. Just any of the real small police stations, I think will be fine here. Doesn't need to be anything really that elaborate. So move the fire station down right there. Police station down right there, and then maybe move some of this out of the way. Oh, there we go. I think that works. And then maybe this one here to the same height as this one. So it eliminates those. Oh, it didn't really eliminate those. So maybe we take this, set the same height as this. Still got a little bit of a fluctuation right there, but that's okay. We'll have to leave that there. That should be fine. I think we've got that over as far as we can. And then we'll go in and put some landscaping in right here. Thinking maybe just some I think these will be, no, that works. Put that in. And then the key to landscaping is layering. I did do a tips video on that if you want to check that out. Just went over some things real quick as far as the best way to do it, and also to save your tree count too. I did a tip video on that too. I'll leave with that, and then maybe just grab. Yeah, we want it to be a little bit bigger of a tree, not super tall one, but a little bit of one there. And then maybe some trees right here. Kind of block that. Yeah, that works. Now, I don't know if we want to use this big a tree. Yeah, we're not going to use this big a tree to go all the way down there. I think we'll use one of these small ones. And that's way too far apart. Go from 13 meters down to 6. Maybe we'll do 4 meters, yeah. Because we want it to almost be a wall, but not quite a wall. Kind because it is the back of the buildings. So you know, there's dumpsters back there and stuff back there, and you know, I don't want it to be that well seen. In reality, there probably privacy fence or something like that there, but not just a row of trees. But we may do a curb there. Matter of fact, I probably will do a curb there because of this clipping. Well, I don't know. That works fine. That's making it all nice and smooth. Yeah, that works. Nice and smooth through there. So, but anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, any questions, or any suggestions, feel free to leave those. Hit that like button. That'll help out the channel. And subscribe. And we'll see you next time. This is Gomer Games. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.